Hello guys, what's up? We're back here at the Dome for another match in our Wednesday night 5-a-side league. Now, so far we are 3 for 3, looking to make it 4 from 4 tonight. We were top of the table before tonight's fixtures. We are the last game out of the 4 fixtures tonight. And as it stands, the team that were second to us on goal difference, they got a walkover tonight. BFSB FC were a no-show, which nobody likes to see. So that's a 5-0 walkover for FC Snoozemia, which obviously does their goal difference a lot of help, and puts them top of the table. So we are now in second, which makes this a second versus third clash. We are playing a team called Titty. Yeah, which in fairness we first saw, we had a little giggle, as you do. You get a lot of team names like that in 5-a-side. Obviously, doesn't like to keep it a bit more professional when you move into the 11-a-side ranks, but 5-a-side you see a lot of that. And you have a little laugh and you move on. But so, despite their name, they are a very, very good side. We've seen a little bit of them before. They're very good going forward, but they do seem a little bit lax at the back. So expect goals tonight. And to be honest, we haven't got the strongest team with us. So I say we haven't got the strongest squad. In fairness, that may be a bit offensive to actually some of the guys in the squad. I say that mainly because we've had to resort to putting me and Ant in the side. Now, we've both only made one appearance so far this season, and fleeting appearances they've been, really. We're both still injured. Ant's still coming back from his knee injury. I pick up new injuries every single Monday, pretty much. So yeah, we're in the squad, but the other players that we've got Grez in goal. Obviously, he's ever present. We've got Steve, we got Kirkby, who's played 1 game so far, scored 4 goals. That was in the last game that you will have seen. And we've got James Heiser playing our second game for us this season. Unfortunately, his team that he plays for on Saturdays, they train on Wednesdays. So we've managed to come to a deal where we do alternate weeks with him. So you only get to see him every other week, but always a very useful player to have when he is available. And then we've got a guy coming tonight who he's a bit camera shy as well, so we're going to keep it quite short and sweet before the game tonight. But we appreciate him coming along massively. He's going to help us out at the back because another reason I say we haven't got the greatest strength in squad today is because we've got a lot of attacking players. We've only really got 1 defender in Steve, and don't forget he's very much a right back. Right, I've been talking about Steve being an out and out defender. Let's see what he feels. Here he is. Right, Steve, we're just talking about how I hope you realise you're actually the only defender in our squad tonight that we have. Only MHFC official defender.
I'm pretty sure we haven't conceded yet while I've been on the pitch. Did you check?
Okay, that's strong. I will check that stat, but yeah, okay.
Didn't I say this in the
next That's strong talking. I think you probably did,
we haven't lost the game when I've been late and then we lost the next 4.
Yeah, no Matt Creasy tonight. So you're literally doing all the defensive.
Do you think? He's anyway. He just wanders off. I have to cover him, so it's fine.
But say, do you think you can do all the defensive duties tonight from right back?
Yes. I mean, like, it's all about your positioning, and if anything comes down in that right hand corner, that will happen. I like to back myself to not lose the ball all the time.
Okay. And the rest of the back line?
I can't be responsible for everyone else's duty. I'm only one man.
Have a quick little go through the excuses for the players not here as well. Matt Creasy, who normally is an ever-present, he is the all-time appearance leader for MHFC, missing a game. Unfortunately, he's got to go to a conference. He's in America at the minute with his work, so we'll let him off for that. But this is your one a season, Creasy. We've also got holidays from Tom Green, who's been in great form this season. He's our joint top goal scorer with Grant Kirkby. We've also got Sam Templeman. He's played 1 game for us this season. He's also away. Tom Binks suffers more with his ankles than I think I do as well. So unfortunately, he might have to have surgery. And he's unavailable again. So like I say, it's not. There's a lot of players that have been playing well this season that aren't here, but at the same point, we've still got enough to win this game tonight. Right, Grez, and we're still yet to see a clean sheet from you this season. Obviously, they are slim pickings in 5-a-side football, but are we going to see one from you tonight?
Well, we'll have to see, mate. Obviously, we're a little bit light on the ground in terms of defenders, so we'll see what happens. All I can do is do my job.
This kid literally gives us heart attack every 9:30 kickoff. Literally, you can't be late for a 9:30 kickoff. Yet, 30 seconds before kickoff, he turns up. Look at it, more of a casual late person. You're like, look at him, what an idiot. Hate what? Bench. So James Heiser readying himself then for kickoff. He has a final look at the squad, and Daffy is the name you will not recognise. That is Grant Kirkby's stepdad, and we're very grateful for him stepping in. He's an old, experienced head at the back, and someone we've played against at Sunday League quite a few times, and he is a handy player, so we thank him for coming in and helping us out as the kickoff comes straight to me. And I line up the shot, and wow, that is my first input back into the side.
Bit rusty, Stephen.
As we move swiftly on from that, then the ball at the back with Grez, who finds a lovely dink pass out to Grant Kirkby, gets the shot away. It's a good strike, but the keeper does well to tip it around the post. So me on the corner then finding Grant Kirkby. Remember, he scored 4 goals on his debut last week, so he's definitely the danger man. He gets the shot in this time, and unfortunately for us, that is high and wide. Me with the throw-in down in that far corner again, managed to pick up Grant Kirkby, but the keeper's come down well to smother it. Steve on the follow-up there, but he can't quite get the shot away, and that's now given Titty the opportunity to come forward, cuts back inside, and James Heiser, lovely defensive work from the forward man there. 5-a-side, like I said, there's no space for anyone lacking on defensive duty, so great to see him coming back. And we see the ball coming into James Heiser in the attacking sense now, gets it out of his feet well, makes a save, and the keeper saves again. The follow-up by Grant Kirkby can only go over the bar. But good stuff early on from us as we see the ball slipping through though, and it comes back inside. Good block by Steve once and twice, and a comfortable save in the end from Grez as we come forward down the near side. Then good to see Grant and Heiser linking up. We see lovely feet there from James Heiser, and again the keeper comes out and smothers it well. Great opportunities and great save so far by the keeper as we go route one this time to Grant Kirkby, and again the keeper is there this time to save with his feet. We could have had 3 or 4 already if it wasn't for the opposition keeper. They come around there, step inside, and again it's just a case of not getting the shot away for the opposition. They've got themselves in a couple of good areas and they've just not found the shot away as I managed to tackle the opposition player there. And we can break quickly, but James Heiser sensibly just laying it off to Grant Kirkby, who finds me down the line looking for a winning runner now, and I find that in Grant Kirkby, who goes through on his right foot this time, and the keeper did his best to keep this one out, but unfortunately for him this time, and fortunately for us, he doesn't quite get enough on it, and that finds us 1-0, first goal of the game for Grant Kirkby. And now we've finally made that breakthrough. Maybe we can get a couple more quick goals. We see Grant going through again, and this time he's just dragged his shot, not the cleanest strike, and that will go wide of the post. We see Grant Kirkby on the ball. He's so dangerous in this format of football, and we're looking to find him at every opportunity. As the ball comes off the top of the dome there, as we told him play on, and Steve finds it where else, anywhere but the right back position. Finds it into Heiser, who finds almost a lovely ball there through, but we can't quite squeeze it, and the option comes away. James Heiser again defensively showing his defensive work and a bit of flair. Maybe he's done a bit too much this time. He slips through, or he does get the shot away in the end, and again the keeper is there to tip it round the post. We see Grant the ball is going to line one up from range here, and the keeper using his feet again this time. Another good save from him. The players out there getting frustrated with the quality of this goalkeeper we're up against today. We're forging the opportunities but haven't quite found the finishes on enough occasions yet as they come forward again into the back stick, and fortunately for us that's just gone wide. And 1-0 of course not a safe score in any format of football, especially 5-a-side, as we see Heiser go through, and it's another wasted opportunity. This time the keeper doesn't even have to make the save as we see a corner come in, and Daffy gets himself on the ball. He gives it away, but he's back in there to lay it off to Grant, who lined up the shot. This time he gets the strike away, and this one is straight at the keeper. Steve there finding a lovely pass into James Heiser though, who manages to round the keeper, and this time we have put it away. That has made it 2-0. And that just shows that if you can't go through the keeper, you're going to have to go around him, and James Heiser does that perfectly on this occasion. And 2-0, a little bit more comfortable for us. It's still far from game over as the ball is deflected to the opposition here, and they look to round the defender. They do so, and Grez comes out with a slide tackle there and does very, very well to get the ball away and win the throw-in. As we see Grant on the ball now, and just as he's about to line it up, the referee will blow the whistle for half-time. Goals from Grant Kirkby and Heiser, very left-footed affair so far. But going into the second half, obviously we need to be a bit more clinical, as Grant's not quite ready for the second half to kick off there. But he's straight back into it immediately as he gets the ball down the left-hand side, lays it back to me, take the touch, and probably just took a little bit too much time over the shot there as it is blocked. The throw on that far side then comes into me, and a header, a rare header in 5-a-side football, but that unfortunately for me is just wide of the mark. As we see great pressure there from Daffy to win the ball straight back. He takes around one man, I'll take it off his feet. Look to slide it in the bottom corner, and who's there? Of course, it's the goalkeeper to make the save as we just usher James Heiser out of the picture there. Me on the corner, play it into the middle. It's not the greatest ball, but it falls to Grant Kirkby. He lays it off to Steve Locke, and that would have been delightful. We've seen a couple of goals from Steve in the past, but they are the rarity. We see this time quite an unconventional save from the goalkeeper, but of course, as always, he saved it. The ball to the back post, and even when he's juggling the ball, he's doing very, very well to keep it out of his net. As we see the ball into me again early on, finding the ball into my feet a lot. Managed to get around the man, and I'm pretty sure that was well wide of the mark. As you see, Grez going over the top in this occasion. Comes into Grant Kirkby, he gets the shot away, and the keeper again, this time with the save onto the crossbar. As I just managed to round my man, and we're coming again forward all the time in this half. Definitely the better of the two sides, but we just can't find a way into the goal at the minute, whether it be missing the target or the keeper making a save. But the pressure is great as we see James Hyder coming forward with the ball. He's gone around the goalkeeper again. Can he slide it in? He's gone a bit too wide this time as he passes it back to Grant Kirkby, and there we go. There is the third goal that we needed, the first goal of the second half for us, and it's the second for Grant Kirkby. As we see James Hyder, lovely work from him and unselfish, laying it across the goal to Grant Kirkby, who is not going to miss that kind of opportunity. So 3-0 now, and it's starting to look a bit more comfortable. As you see, there's still the opportunity there for the opposition to get themselves a goal, but fortunately for us, they're not finding the target. As we see another great bit of skill from James Hyder, this time being a bit more selfish. He's gone for the overhead. Got to say, that's the first time I've ever seen that in a game of five-a-side, and it's not gone in on this occasion. As we see James Hyder on the ball again, great footwork from him as always, lays it across to Grant Kirkby, takes the touch inside, and the keeper makes the save again. It honestly could have been about 35-0 in this game up to this point if it wasn't for the opposition goalkeeper. What a game he has had. As we see James Hyder's snapshot there deflected out for the corner. As the ball comes in and Grant Kirkby's there, we see him make a lot of late runs into the box on these corners in five-a-side, and that's what you need. As the opposition does go for it and tries to lob Grez there, but on this occasion he can't quite hit it. We see another lovely run in from Grant, a simple tap-in for him, and that is the hat-trick. 7 goals in 2 games so far for Mongolian Horses FC for Grant Kirkby. As I get the ball and I play it outside to Ant Sleet, who gets the shot away. Again, coming on in this one, he'll be looking for a goal as he continues to return from his knee injury. I find the return to him as he goes back inside. He goes for the back heel. A lovely, cheeky little effort there from Ant Sleet, and unfortunately for him, that's just wide of the post. As the ball comes into Ant Sleet again, and that is a classic Ant Sleet manoeuvre there. It doesn't matter how many knees you had, when you've got that kind of quality at your feet, you can score goals in this format of football. You see, again, another example having to go around the goalkeeper to score. 4-0, and Ant Sleet gets his goal in this game. You see Ant Sleet on the ball again, and this time the keeper is up to the challenge and manages to knock it round for the corner. As we see it coming in, the keeper coming out there and clearing it. Grant Kirkby following up though. He had an open goal to aim for, but obviously these are quite narrow goals, and he's just hit the post there, and he can't quite follow up his 4 from last week with 4 this week. As we see the ball coming out, and I've managed to intercept it with my chest, and it comes to James Hyder. He hits the shot, and this time it comes off both posts, and honestly it could have been well into double figures in this game. We've just not quite had the luck of the finish, but lovely feet again from James Hyder, and no, I don't like that at all. We tried to do a rainbow flick there, and I'm glad for him that didn't come off. We're not that kind of people at MHFC. We don't really do things like that, and James Hyder there has shown exactly why we don't do things with it, mainly because we're not that capable. But anyway, the referee blows the whistle for full time. 5-0 it finishes to MHFC, and another hat-trick for Grant Kirkby. As we have a look at the other results within the league, the draw there between the Bohemians and Kick It With Your Leg, a comfortable win for Snoozy Emir. Like I said, that was a walkover, and Ajax Treesdown getting their first win of the season. So as we look at the table, we still top on goal difference.
So we just finished our game and we've made it 4 from 4, but it was tough, especially that first half. Keeper's just over there. I mean, he's going to be all over the highlights because some of the saves that he made were ridiculous. I'm so glad that we had the GoPro in his goal for the entirety of that game. Yeah, best keeping performance I've seen in a small-sided football for a long time, since the days of Joe Templeman, the first keeper we ever had, if you remember. But yeah, first clean sheet for Grez as well, which he'll be delighted with. I say they're tough to come by in five-a-side football. So absolutely delighted with that. On the pitch, my feet didn't work. You'll have seen in the highlights. First thing I did was kick the ball with my standing foot, and it didn't get much better for me after that, to be honest. Hyder had a nightmare trying to score a goal. Finally got through, and then it went to his head massively. I tried a rainbow flick. I can't believe he's tried that. We don't do things like that here at Mongolian Horses FC. But he tried it, and I'm glad he didn't pull it off, because otherwise he'd be trying to do that every single week. Sorry from Kirkby, and yeah, his stepdad coming in. I mean, you can see he's got an experienced head on him. He was all over the defenders at the back, didn't give him a single look in. Absolutely class from him, and we really, really appreciate him coming along. Yeah, probably won't see him again, but if we are short, we definitely know who'll be calling for a defender. Steve, solid, right backing as always, and
went 3-0 up, he came on at the end and bagged himself a goal, as he always seems to do as well. Put it on a plate for him. Didn't return the favour for me though, so I have words of him. I've still got to break my duck in this season. Ant's got 2. It just means even with half a knee, he still goals, and I hate to say it, he'll love that, but he is goals. But main thing, 4 from 4, back on the top of the table. Love it.
Shot to goal.
Clean sheets are made of these.